welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my New Year's fitness routine and what I eat to stay on track, because food is just as important as working out, and they are things that I make a priority even when my life gets super crazy and busy. It's so important to feel your best, especially when you do have a crazy schedule. If you don't feel good, you're not going to be productive in the work that you do. So I always make it top priority. That's why I meditate every day. That's why I move my body. I drink green smoothies. I want to feel good so I can do good. Is that corny? But anyways, I'm so excited. Today's video is actually sponsored by Simply Protein, who are collaborating with me on today's video. And I've actually been eating Simply Protein bars back when I was working in retail. I was a store manager. I had crazy hours, and as you guys know, if you work in retail, you sometimes don't always get like a break, or you just like your eating habits are so off. And I used to always grab Simply Protein bars because they just had simple, clean ingredients. So I'm really excited. Let's hop right in. Oh, and before we do, if you guys aren't subscribed, click that red button down below. Join the HealthNut family. I post here every single week. Healthy food videos, routines, vlogs, what I eat in days, you name it. It's all here, so you don't want to miss it. All right, let's hop right into the video and let's get started. So for mornings where I know I'm going to be working out, I like to get my workout clothes on as soon as possible, so I'm just in the mental space of working out. When it comes to my skincare routine, I just like to splash my face with some water, spritz on some rose water, eye cream, and a quick serum. I like to keep it really light with the moisturizer, because then I'm gonna probably shower and do my full skincare routine after when I get back. Give my teeth a quick brush. Throw on some of my Pit Refresh, which is the best natural deodorant. I love it. My lip butter, and we're good to go. I'm heading to the kitchen. I'm making my herbal coffee concoction. It's herbal coffee, collagen, a dash of cinnamon, and a couple of drops of stevia. It's been my go-to lately. I love it. And then I just top it off with some boiling water. You could obviously do this with regular coffee if you do caffeine. I cannot do caffeine. And then I'm just topping it with some oat milk. So I'm having the lemon coconut one, and I love these before a workout because they give you a nice boost of plant-based energy and they're not too heavy. I also love that they have 15 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar, so they're not too sweet, and I love the crispy texture. So I just finished a at-home Pilates workout. I actually do a lot of my yoga and Pilates at home. I feel like it's just more convenient. I can easily roll out my mat and just do something at home if I feel like I don't have time to go to the gym, or if I'm just not feeling motivated to leave the house, maybe it's cold outside. This is a great quick way to get in a workout. This one that I just did was 25 minutes, so super easy. I want to talk about why I work out specifically, because I think it's so important to have your why. That's what's going to help you continue to work out on a longer term basis. Otherwise, you'll get excited to do it, you'll do it a few times, and then you'll quickly fall off the wagon. Number one is my mental health. You guys know I deal with anxiety. I have for many years, and one of the biggest things that have helped me has been working out. It helps create endorphins, it releases stress. A lot of times, for me personally, with my anxiety, you have all this like built up energy and you need to release it. And I just think that working out is one of the best ways to do it. It's so good for your body. Like I said, it's releasing stress. So that's definitely my number one reason that I work out. It's not for abs. It's not to have the smallest waist. It's really just for my mental health. Mentally, I feel my best when I work out on a consistent basis. The second reason I work out is to feel energized without caffeine. You guys know I don't drink coffee or any caffeine for that matter. And I personally find that when I work out, it actually gives me natural energy. And it's not this caffeine, like buzzy energy. It's a natural, sustained energy. And it makes me feel more motivated and alive throughout the day. And I know that sounds kind of corny, but it really does improve your mood throughout the day. It just makes you feel more energized and positive to do things throughout your day instead of feeling like tired and lazy and lethargic. You actually want to do things because you just feel more energetic. So the third reason is to move my body and feel strong. I think that a lot of times we just take for granted movement, being able to do things with our arms, our legs, and lifting things. And I personally want to be strong and feel flexible throughout my life. And when I get older, and it's true what they say, if you don't use it, you lose it. So, it's important to be active, move your body. You want it to work for you. And it's like a car. If you have a car sitting in a parking lot and you never drive it, when you go to drive it, it's gonna be like puttering and it's not gonna want to start. And that's kind of like your body, I don't know. I want to be active and be able to move my body for as long as I can. And so it's kind of more like preventative care for me. Going to the gym, I want to feel strong and feel energized, get that blood pumping and flowing, and exercise does that for me. Also, make sure you hydrate. Okay, so I wrote down different types of workouts that I do. I do a lot of yoga and Pilates. Like I said, I do a lot of those at home. I will go to classes sometimes, but do think that I can just do it at home as well, and it feels great. And then workouts that I really love to do is resistance training. I go to Body Pump a lot at my local gym, and it's basically a lot of squats, lunges, repetitive movements, like high reps, but with low weights. And then last but not least, my favorite type of workout is just going for nature walks and hikes. I think that walking is really underrated. I used to think that it wasn't a form of exercise because you don't get super sweaty after it. Although it does warm up the body, I think it's really good for just your limbs and your muscles, just getting some movement, and really good for recovery as well. So we usually try to do, I'd say, at least 2 hikes a week, and it's one of my favorite things. It's mentally very calming. I just feel like a sense of clarity when we go out in nature. But I would say in a week, I probably work out anywhere between 4 to 5 times, and usually 1 or 2 of those is going for a hike. Let's go make some food. I'm gonna show you guys 2 different post-workout meals that I like to have for breakfast or just after I'm done working out. Post-workout breakfast number 1 is my green smoothie. So these are the typical ingredients that I love to add to it. I have fresh baby spinach, frozen mango, frozen banana, flax seeds. I'll sometimes throw in chia seeds. Cucumber, which seems odd, but try it. I've been doing it for years. I love it. Ginger. I also have some fresh lemon juice. That's kind of been a new addition. Nut butter. I'll switch between almond or peanut butter. A greens powder, cinnamon for sugar balancing, and then I'm gonna top it off with some unsweetened oat milk and water. And then all you have to do is blend it all up. So this is the green smoothie that I basically make 90% of the time for breakfast after my workouts. But if I'm craving something a little bit more savory or I'm just really hungry, then I'll usually just scramble up some eggs, which I'm gonna show you guys that next, just because I know smoothies aren't for everyone. And sometimes you don't want something sweet, you want something a little bit more savory. So I'm gonna show you guys another option that you can have post-workout. Post-workout breakfast option number 2 is this veggie scramble. In a large pan, I'm gonna heat up some butter. Sometimes I use ghee or olive oil. Saute onions, mushrooms, crushing some garlic, which is so good for immune boosting, but also adds in a lot of flavor. Cracking in my eggs. I usually do 3 if it's just for me. A little salt and pep. Paprika. These are like usually my go-to egg spices. And then just stir that around until it's almost cooked. And then last but not least, I'm gonna top it with a big handful of fresh baby spinach, which takes 2 seconds to cook because you just kind of wanna wilt it. So this is just a really quick veggie scramble. I make this a lot, especially on the weekends. And I love this because you can use whatever veggies you have left over in the fridge. A lot of times I'll add some cherry tomatoes, but I was all out. But I did have some very ripe avocado, which was a plus. So usually I'll have one or the other as a post-workout breakfast. My favorite time to work out is in the morning. So I'm usually having breakfast as a post-workout snack. And Cashew is snoring so loud. So I'm gonna actually enjoy this. Matt's gonna have the smoothie and we're gonna go for a hike in a little bit. So, cheers. And onion and garlic and eggs is so good. So we're just out here for a little nature walk or hike. I know probably a lot of you who live in the mountains are like, that's not a hike, but it's the only thing we have around us and I love it. But I'm just having a little snack. So usually I don't eat 2 Simply Protein bars in a day, but I just want to show you guys another way when I would incorporate them into my day. So my second favorite flavor besides the lemon coconut is the peanut butter chocolate because I love that combination. And what's really great about these 2 that I haven't mentioned yet is that they're completely plant-based. They're also gluten-free and non-GMO. So I feel like they're good for a lot of people. And even if you have some allergies or intolerances, you probably can eat these. And they're also super affordable. I find a lot of protein bars are so expensive and these are a pretty good price, which is probably why I used to buy them all the time when I didn't have much money and I worked in retail, but I still wanted to eat something that was like good for me. So I'm gonna have, Chloe and I are gonna actually split this because I'm not too hungry, but I just want to show you guys like when I would eat them. So this is the chocolate peanut butter one. It's so good. It tastes like dessert. And I have a sweet tooth, so this is perfect. Chloe? Sharing is caring. So another question I get asked a lot about is how you stay motivated, because I get it, it's really hard, especially in the beginning when you don't have any workout routine at all. It's especially super hard. It's like anything, when you haven't done it at all or you've just fallen off the bandwagon, it's harder to get back on. But I just wrote a couple things that help keep me motivated so I don't forget. Number 1 is a supportive partner or just people in your life. I think it's so important just to have people that also are, you know, into fitness and health. If that's something that's really important to you, surround yourself with people like that. Especially if you or your partner is getting into health and fitness, support them. You know, maybe you're doing yoga and they're doing CrossFit, but like at the end of the day, you're both working towards like a healthier goal. Another thing is join a gym. So Matt and I go to a local gym and I love it because it keeps me accountable. I pay every month to go to this gym, so I better get my butt to it. And also I love classes. I find classes, especially when you're not motivated to move your body and get a good sweat, you go there for an hour, the instructor is telling you what to do, there's a bunch of other people giving, like, all doing the same thing. It's an hour long most of the time, and I just feel like even when I'm not motivated to work out, I find I'll just go to a class and I know I'm gonna get a good sweat. So obviously being a dog mom keeps me really motivated to be outdoors more, so that has definitely been a positive thing to my fitness routine. Just, yeah, having a dog, wanting to be more active with Cashew has definitely helped keep me motivated. Another thing is changing out your workouts. So, you know, if you're always doing the same exercise, going to the same class all the time, you're bound to get bored of it. So I like to switch things up. Matt and I are looking into starting kickboxing soon, maybe just on a Saturday morning kind of thing. I love kickboxing, especially when we do it together. Matt used to do kickboxing all the time when I met him. So that's something that I'm trying to incorporate more. And also dance. I want to just join like a random dance class just for fun and move my body, and it's a great de-stressor. So I'm always like thinking of new things to add into my workout routine. And then obviously noticing how you feel. When you start to work out, it becomes addictive in a good way, and you want to continue to do it more. So in the beginning, it may start out as something you have to push yourself to do, but eventually you just have to create a habit. And then once it's a habit, just like anything else in your life, like brushing your teeth, it just becomes ingrained into your daily or weekly routine, and you don't overthink it. So when you wake up in the morning and you're trying to decide whether you want to work out or not, don't overthink it, just go and do it. Honestly, I feel like it's more stressful trying to talk yourself out of working out than just going to the gym. Let's finish our hike and catch you guys in a little bit. So back at home now, and we're just winding down, gonna make dinner soon, but I just thought I would talk about one more thing, which is recovery, which is so important. I think, you know, a lot of people just wanna work out, but they don't wanna do any of the stretching or the recovery stuff afterwards to make sure that they don't injure themselves, and also just to speed up recovery and not feel as sore and tight. So a couple things that I do to recover and make sure that I'm good for my next workout is, of course, lots of water. I'm always making sure to hydrate. It's really good flushing all that. I think it's called lactic acid. No, it's definitely not lactic acid. Maybe it is. So anyways, it's what kind of covers your muscles. Did anyone watch Back to School Bus? That's where I'm getting it from. But you want to make sure you're flushing that out, and also stretching, so important. So every time after I'm done a workout, I will take at least 10 minutes or 15 minutes if I have more time, and I stretch out my body. So, you know, I'll do a lot of like leg stretches, especially so I feel like my hamstrings and calves get so tight, so I'll stretch those out. The other thing that I started to do this year is roll my muscles out. This is amazing, especially for your IT band, and it just really helps get into those sore muscles and breaks it down. I don't know, it's like so awesome. It hurts a little bit, but it really does do the trick. So I highly recommend getting a foam roller. I'll link this one down below, but I've been doing that. Like I said, watching TV at night, you can just do some rolling exercises. You can YouTube some of them. A lot of times I'll show you guys one of them, especially along the leg. So I'll put like my muscle on the roller, and then I'll just kind of like put my body weight into it, and I roll out my muscles. And this is so good for your muscles, and like I said, it hurts a little bit, but it really does do the trick. And then I'll kind of go on the front, and it just helps release those tight muscles. So you can do it on your arms, your back, your calves. So there you have it. That is my fitness routine for 2020, different things that I do. I hope this video helped you out and helped inspire you to incorporate a fitness routine in your life this year. Like I said, the more you do it, the easier it gets. It's always hard in the beginning if you've never worked out or you just haven't done it for a while. It's hard for me. If I skip a week or two, it's just as hard to get back on it. So don't worry, I feel you. It's hard for everyone, but I promise it gets addicting. You end up enjoying doing it, just like eating healthy. So I definitely recommend moving your body in 2020 and just like for your own health and wellness. So I'm gonna have links to any products I mentioned down below. Also, a huge thank you to Simply Protein for sponsoring this video. Honestly, you need to try their protein bars. They're so good. I love them. And I'm gonna have a link down below for you guys to find out where you can find them. Since, you know, anytime I see a new product, I'm like, okay, yeah, but like where do I get that? So it's really accessible, like I said, so you can find it at most grocery stores, but I will have a link down below to help you out. If you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, you can click that red subscribe button down below. It's free. I post every single week, so you can expect new videos from me every single week this year, and I just appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in every single week. And if there's a video that you want to request for this year, leave it down below and I'll be happy to try to make that work happen for you. So thank you so much. I'm gonna go actually do some rolling right now, so I'll see you guys in my next video, and have a fabulous day. Bye guys!